Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representing. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, you know what it is. Jesus Shuttleworth the God, aka Go Artist, aka LB Lotta the Boss, nigga. RingGameRadio.com in the building. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Monday night boxing talk. Shout out to Kylie Dapsity. Know what it do. Let's get it. Gang.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, yo. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Game Radio all day. Let's go. Monday night boxing.
Yes, sir. And I think I already know who's banned from the big bodega because we're gonna lead off the cast.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Ranting about him.
Should have introduced that nigga last.
Yeah, but fucking bitch ass Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul. Talking. I'm boycotting the halftime performance. These fake Americans. Fuck you talking about fake America. You talking about people fake Americans, yet you live on that fucking island that you're calling the people that you're calling they're fake. Fuck is wrong with you? This is the colonized cracker bullshit. Fuck out of here.
And your girlfriend's
Fuck you.
Dutch.
Fuck you. Fuck your brother. Fuck your mother. Fuck everybody involved in the fucking Paul family. Fuck out of here. Go take your ass back to Cleveland or the suburbs of Cleveland, wherever the fuck you're from, where all of your rest of your racist pig-toed fuck, fuck this guy.
Yo, damn, yo. And P
That shit was so tone deaf for him.
Yeah, and P is definitely, and like I said, there's definitely some more bars we're gonna spend in a few minutes though. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's flies? Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff. Monday edition. I'm finally on time. Let's go.
Yes, sir. He's conscious pilot. He's elevated now. He's on time now. You dig? But yeah, man, back to fucking Jake Paul, man. Like, how tone deaf do you have to be? Like, you live in Puerto Rico. You have Hispanic fighters on your roster, but then you're calling one of the biggest stars, not on just the island, but also in music and everything like that. You're calling him a fake American. You're referencing ICE in your tweets, and it's just like, can you read the fucking room? Like, do y'all have, do you have a human resources department where you gotta take sensitivity training? Because you sure the fuck is needed. Like,
I don't think you can read. I'll read the room. This motherfucker can't read. Dumbass.
I saw him today with the fake alligator tears when his Dutch girlfriend from the Netherlands won the gold medal breaking the record. Your girlfriend's fucking not even American. And you talking all that shit. Like, what the fuck? Crazy.
Yeah, I just simply don't understand.
Well, I mean, of course. I mean, but the thing is, yeah, she's not American, but she's white. So
yeah, she's
white.
Yeah. She could come over here and live life, be normal.
Yeah, no, but it's just the gauze. It's like, I get social media is a thing, and I get dude has a whole history of doing and saying a whole bunch of shit. So that's how he got his millions or whatever. And then,
he's trying to mask racism with edginess.
Yeah, which
that's all he's been doing, and he's just getting more racist. And ever since Joshua Soul clapped him, it feels like he finally just came out the closet completely with that shit. Like, he finally just came out the barn with that. Like he's ready to convert completely into it. Like, serious. Like, you see the tweet?
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it seems like, obviously in this era, this political era right now, it seems like every white dude that has no right is trying to use super patriotism as like a clout. Like, it's getting to be annoying. Like, it's like clout is like, oh, if there's something on there that's not that's like I said, American. You have all these motherfuckers. They're like, well, I'm not listening to this. Like, this is so like this is woke. I don't listen to thank God for ICE and shit. I'm just like, you motherfuckers.
That's the part that's the too much part right there. The whole thinking, congratulating ICE and all that shit. Like me personally, like, I don't fuck with football, so that's neither here or there. But I don't give a fuck about a Bad Bunny. I don't know any of his songs. I can't understand what the fuck he's saying. If I was a football fan and I was watching the Super Bowl, I would just turn it off to something else and then come back when the game resumed. Like, it's not like all this crashing out people doing over there. If you don't like Bad Bunny, fine. But just to get into this whole
I mean,
The
well, we had.
disrespectful of it is just damn.
I mean, we had Kendrick Lamar, Usher, Dr. Dre, and the whole West Coast, team. Like, I don't give a fuck. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, but see, I kind of get the whole like, look, man, like it's an American American sport, have American this, that, and speak English. Like I get some of that a little bit, but then I just feel like
I don't.
people take a little bit of that and just go and start hating. Like I kind of get it, but then it's like there's no need for that shit. Like
no, it isn't. Like, and it just seems like and it seems like it's just more prevalent. But Jake Paul, his position right now is just like because basically he put all the Hispanic people on his roster right now are basically.
Yeah, he's worse. He's the last person who should have said anything.
Right.
Like a regular person, if they want to say some shit like that, yeah, you'd be rude, you'd be disrespectful, like to say what Jake Paul said, but you're a regular motherfucker, But when you're an ambassador of the sport, when you got Puerto Rican signed to you, you living in Puerto Rico, you train on Puerto Rico, like nigga, like what the fuck? Like I would be like, if I'm signed to Jake Paul right now and I'm Puerto Rican,
I feel some sort of way, and
I would feel a fucking way, bro.
Like they probably feel like sellouts now because it's like, okay, we're just sitting here just having to take this, and especially with Amanda Serrano, who was like the most visible person in MVP. Like, it's like she's they basically are building things, or they built things around her. They're the ones who pretty much rewarded Serrano for her years of just dedicated training and MMA.
Without Serrano, you don't have one half of the Taylor trilogy, and then it's like you needed that to kind of push MVP to that next level for him. So for him to kind of just shit on that, I mean, wasn't that you going to attack Daddy Yankee and all the other motherfuckers? Is like, bro, like just like I don't know, like I'd be like, I ain't gonna lie, like the whole island should just shun this nigga or something.
Yeah, honestly, they should probably kill. They should kill his business like that. And I know, it's not like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is not really a place you could kind of play around like that. Like if you start fucking around, some people might see you type of shit. Like no matter how much money he has, I'm just like you can't be this tone deaf. Even his idiotic brother is like, no, you can't really say that. Although Logan said, he wasn't interested in seeing Bad Bunny. Cool, you leave it at that, but don't go around saying, oh, he's a fake American when Puerto Ricans are Americans. They're actual
U.S. territory, bro.
It's U.S. territory. Like you could go to Puerto Rico with just your driver's license. You don't need a passport. They are fucking Americans.
Yeah. Well, Logan's WWE, so he has to kind of be the kayfabe, because you never know. Because Bad Bunny was in WWE, so it's like.
Hold up. That's not. Hold up. WWE is run by TKO, which are very MAGA. So I don't even know if you could say that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, no.
Or maybe just Logan Paul could read the room fucking better. I don't know. Been on Earth more years.
Yeah, I think that's more likely.
Cause that's all it was. It's like if you don't like Bad Bunny, you think he whack, you don't like. That's fine. Like that's your opinion. But when they get to the whole fake American shit, then it's like, yo, like, bro, then shit. And I seen the little think pieces niggas was going in on Kendrick last year with this Martin Luther King rally as a performance, and it's like, so y'all niggas always got something to say. Like, no matter who it is.
Yeah, and now it's like I can't understand you. You speaking Spanish or speak English. I'm just like, y'all some miserable ass people. Like he's not the
It's funny because I've seen TikToks with Hispanic niggas talking about, yo, like I didn't understand what he was saying either. I'm like, y'all niggas like.
Yeah, no, but and funny with Jake Paul, he backtracked ASAP because obviously the backlash was instant because he said what he said, and in the morning I remember I saw his tweet, he was back to this like I didn't mean it in that way, and then he's like, oh my god, I love
He backpedaled like a prime Darrell Revis. We're not trying to hear that bullshit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You said what you said. Stand on it, bitch ass cracker.
Yeah, it's like
just go ahead. If it's a fake American, just call it a fake American territory too. Like, just go all the way with it. They get like,
if they're fake Americans, then move your fake ass out from Puerto Rico and go back to the continental U.S. Then, it's
go to Hawaii or fucking Alaska, nigga. Since you like these countries that are a little further, you like these states that are a little further away from the mainland, nigga.
He likes countries that'll let him evade taxes. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that was. Okay, it wasn't the beaches and the food.
No, yeah, he wanted to keep more of his millions, so that's why You know, that's why it's there. But it's like you're surrounded by Puerto Ricans daily. When you're not doing what you're doing, it's just like, come on, come the fuck on, like none of this is. I just hate this. I just hate this era of racism, whether it's casual racism, super patriot racism being masqueraded, patriotism being masqueraded as racism. I'm just tired of this shit, and I'm just tired of. And it's like, oh, I'm not racist. Yes, the fuck you are. You're saying racist shit, and you're saying it.
Because only a racist would think of that shit. Like,
yeah,
this nigga said it's fucking fake. Like, bro, like really? It didn't. I just don't like the whole. He tried to clean it up, and I don't know what was going on. Nigga, you said what you said, bro. Like right. You can't even you could donate the Puerto Rican causes and all that shit. It still won't make it go away, bro. Like.
It's not like you can even delete the tweets. I'm pretty sure now they're captured by now, word for word. Which is, I think they're still up though. By the way, those.
But
tweets.
that's the whole pivot though. It's like whenever they can't make no more money, and Jake Paul gonna make more money in boxing, but I think his solo career as a boxer is pretty much kind of done.
Oh yeah,
and I think he realized that too. So. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go all out with this shit. Like, I'm gonna just really be me. I got my millions. I got the industry booming. Da 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 da. Like,
yeah, because I remember there was a tweet. I think they talked about his next opponents, and it's like, oh well, Struggle Fury. That's like
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. Yeah, it's just like, and it's like
that's literally the only fight he has to come back to. Literally. That's it.
Right. And this time, I don't even think he holds the cards like that because Tommy Fury is like, we're not doing no damn MVP unless I'm getting paid this amount of money. And he's not gonna do it on the MVP. Like, he's like, fuck no. Like, he's not gonna do that rematch unless it's off like MVP's kind of control. At least. Yeah. So yeah, Jake Paul, you would think that someone who got their jaw broke 2 months ago would be a little bit more humble and just try to be like keep a low profile and just run his business and stop tweeting about racist shit. Stop being racist. But no,
But if that's what you are 24/7, is it's hard to stop. Yeah. If it's in you.
Yeah, no, like honestly, it's just like pretty much. Like I said, Jake Paul, the promoter and everything like that, he's good for boxing, but Jake Paul, the person, and Jake Paul, the boxer, are just pieces of shit. Like, they're just total pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's getting that way. Yeah, it truly is. Like he was tolerable, but I feel like as the years going by, he was getting less tolerable until it just climaxed to this tweet, and now it's like, okay, like get this guy the fuck out of here. Like. Yeah, I know he got the card, the MVP card with Dubois and Harper coming up and shit in the UK, and we're watching and all that shit. But
of course,
yeah, just when the camera pan out to Jake Paul, we just gonna look the other way or some shit because we don't give a fuck. Like, show him. Like if he knew what was good for him, he'd just kind of fade back now. Like no. Everyone knows that he's not. I mean, his boxing career is pretty much done.
The guy Nikison or whatever, that bald, he looks like a scumbag. He said he's gonna be coming back though, so you know how it goes. He's trying to keep his name relevant in there. His, the MVP guy, the bald Indian dude. Or whatever.
Yeah, I know he's coming to Nikison.
Yeah, he said he's trying.
Never heard of a nigga named that name, but okay. But yeah, that's some shit I used to hear in like elementary school and shit. Keisha, Natasha, like shit like that. Like,
fuck Jake Paul for his racism and everything, and being tone deaf, and putting his Hispanic fighters, in the worst position available. But I'll say this though. I mean, they were a lot of them were on code on Twitter. Like when that shit happened, they were super on code with trying shitting on Jake Paul. And then
you had to, but it's the fighters that we concerned about because it's like you just got to sit there and take it. Like
Right.
You can't say shit. You can't call his office and be like, yo, so boss, like, what you mean?
Right. It's
Like,
just to be like,
that's
yeah,
just
like,
weird.
Now she
yeah,
played both sides because she knows where her biscuits are buttered. She can't go full on. I know I saw another post of her saying proud to be Puerto Rican with a picture of her, but you know how it goes. She can't bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah. I mean, ChatGPT was really working hard on that,
yeah.
rebuttal. So shout outs to ChatGPT, keeping it moving. So, but yeah, like Jake Paul, like we're kind of, I might want to see Blueface beat your ass, depending on how he look against a basketball player. I know he was locked up, but yeah, like you ain't really got no fights, like, man. It's like we're kind of done with we're kind of just done with you because we know the effort you're gonna give is horrible,
Right.
and the fights are just too manufactured looking. It's like the gig is up. Like you was robbing niggas so long, like you're good now.
Yeah, like
Like
just
chill now.
yeah, like you like your jaw got busted. Yeah, just fall back and just be a promoter and limit your social media usage outside of you actually bigging up your fighters or your company. And
Unless you're gonna fight a Puerto Rican prospect that wants to beat your ass, I'll see that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll watch a Puerto Rican whoop your ass for that bullshit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Other than that, nah, because I just feel like everybody who fight Jake Paul now really gonna try to beat his ass instead of trying to just go with the get along shit he be doing with his fights.
Right.
Like, yeah, so hold on. If the fight goes a distance, I'll get $3 million. But if I knock you out, I'll just get $500K.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Pat, what should I do? $3 million sound nice, but damn.
Yeah, no, it's a shame that this had to be addressed though, and like I said, man, if there was a way to he would be blackballed instantly, I would be all for it. But like I said, he's benefiting from a climate that keeps his racism going and alive.
Yeah, he's benefiting from
Yeah.
Because look at because fucking just you see what it's like everything's so politicized because this is.
Oh yeah, I mean between this, I mean the Bad Bunny thing. I mean it's a halftime show. Like it's no like I mean people have always made statements at halftime show, but it's just like you even you think you don't understand this, so he's anti-American. Like it's just like people are just so stupid with this. Like it's just like I was reading about Brett Favre, criminal scumbag quarterback, and he was like, I'll never listen to Bad Bunny before, but I listen to what I know. And that was Kid Rock.
Man, who gives a fuck what Brett Favre got to say at the time?
Yeah,
dude's like he's like a welfare supervillain or some shit. Like, bro, like,
yeah.
Out of here.
The production and shit was cool. It's not my cup of tea. I know we talked about that before. It's not really. I don't know. I can speak Spanish decent, but I don't know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But it was decent enough. I mean, whatever. It was like went by quick to me. It didn't go by. It wasn't dragging or nothing. So.
I mean, I just didn't give a shit because, like I said, like LB said, I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, and I'm not really in spaces where his music gets played. And then me and him, of course, have told like before, like shit reminds me of reggaeton. Then in the clubbing days, it was just like when that shit came on, nigga, I sat my ass down, or it was a bathroom break or something like that, or a drink break.
Yeah. Out of one or two bops, it usually was like turn this shit. I used to hate when that shit came on at the gym. I used to be like,
oh yeah,
you don't take this Nina Sky bullshit the fuck off my nigga, stop. Like,
thank God my gym was just old school, old 70s rock.
But I'll say this, Pat, because it's funny with the whole Kid Rock thing. I'd rather hear reggaeton than hear some goddamn Kid Rock, though.
Bro, all these two is like, I mean, even
there used to be this fucking bitch that trained in the gym, and like she used to train and listen to fucking Kid Rock, and that shit used to just infuriate me because it's like that's not. I don't know. Like Warriors had the weirdest niggas when it came to music and training, because she had listened to fucking Kid Rock, Michael Moore listening to goddamn Jaheim. Nigga, you shadowboxing the R&B, bro. Like, just.
Yeah, I remember too. Kid Rock, even when Kid Rock when he was really popular in the late '90s, I always thought he was kind of weak. I thought he was corny, like the American Badass.
So fucking corny.
Yeah, he was corny as shit. And then of course all the racism and shit came out of him. It's like You know, like dude used to seem, but now he's a puppet. Like, and
he felt like he was a nerd too, though. Like,
and he's a coward.
He called Jay-Z, who's one of the GOAT rappers, a DEI hire. You know, I just saw him call Jay-Z a DEI hire. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like,
for what?
I mean, Kid Rock is a coward to me. Like, he's because he's avoid getting his ass whooped because he doesn't pop shit up in certain places.
Yeah, he's a
I thought his music just sucked too.
He was dick riding Trump. You know, like I remember before with UFC, Trump would come out and he'd be coming out like he's Paul Bearer to Trump's Undertaker, and just like, you know, when Trump gets that pop, you know what I'm saying, with the crowd, with the MAGA crowd, just like, you know, you need to sidekick to Trump just for your butter biscuits, nigga, your butter biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, Kid Rock is the worst of his kind. The one who actually used black music to get popping, and then
he's the original, like, you know, it was him.
What he does now.
Him, Post Malone, and now Jelly Roll. You know, like, you know, they're not the only cases, but shout out to Fred Durst. He didn't go that route. Shout out to Fred Durst.
Yeah, no, Fred Durst actually
Fred Durst kept it cool.
Yeah, no, Fred Durst was cool with me. Like, I like he never switched up like, you know, Kid Rock did. Like, he was what he was. You know,
some of these motherfuckers, like,
you know, like that's the fucking the loophole. What white boy gets into rap music and they parlay slowly into the MAGA country rock type shit. You know what I'm saying? With the
yeah, but like I said, Limp Bizkit never got to that point. I could
don't even have no fucking talent too.
That's different. They had their own lane back then. You know, like there was a white boys doing the variation of rock with some rap mix, but like, you know, now it's like the entryway into music is rap, you know, for these white boys.
Yeah, and then after that, you know, they're like Machine Gun Kelly and all them. Like, you know, once they got rap, then they go back to doing, you know, what they want to do or whatever, you know, like rock, or, you know, they're like the biggest rockers and shit like that. There, some of them are even posers. So it's just like, yeah.
Hey, what's another one? Yellow Wolf, but Yellow Wolf was kind of dope though. Like he could spit, but yeah, like
he was kind of,
for the most part,
90%
of them are trash.
Did he have a racist moment?
All these motherfuckers have racist.
He's from like Alabama and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he had some racist.
Like, I wouldn't be like, I'm not, because I don't know for sure, so I don't want to just say that. I ain't no fucking hater, but I wouldn't be surprised. Is all I'm saying. Because I think Machine Gun Kelly had a moment, and I think people was like, "Don't he have a black daughter or some shit?" Like,
I think the only one who switched up but actually still kept it real was Everlast. Everlast was the only one that switched up, but he didn't switch up on some old bullshit. He just
he didn't lean right crazy to get that.
Yeah, no, like dude kept it real. So he's like one of the few that didn't switch up when he got.
And I still feel like he's one of the best. Like, he had one of the best responses. This is to Eminem out there, like still up there. Like his shit don't get talked about enough because he has so many like haymakers in his song.
Yeah, no, the Everlast was dope though. Like, I mean, he got my respect. Lil Steph said every white person has racist moments. I can't even argue with that logic, to be honest.
Yeah. It's almost like it's not. Did they have it? It's like, when did they have it? Like,
right?
Were they by themselves? Were they in the woods? Were they like in a streetcar? Were they in the stadium? Like,
I mean, yeah.
Did 100 people hear it? Did some Mexicans hear it? Did some black people hear it? Like.
Yeah, I mean,
these are questions we want to know.
Yeah, I mean, even M, you know, who serves himself with black people, had a racist moment. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, if M can have a racist moment, anyone is capable of having a racist moment. You know what I mean? But yeah,
at least he was signing niggas.
Right. True. You know.
You know what? That's the shit. That's kind of what Jake Paul did. Like, honestly, like.
Yeah, you know. Well, I'm not.
But Eminem shit was younger though. Like, he matured and like that shit was discovered. Where Jake Paul, he had the prime of his career type shit.
Yeah, and he's being racist.
Doing that stupid shit. Yeah, Everlasting OG. I fuck with that Whitey Ford album. What's good, Ring Gang? Salute.
Rob. Salute.
Rob.
But it's just like, yeah, I'm just the casual. Like, I just want people's casual racism to get punished more. I want to see it, not just the backlash. I just want to see it like physically punished, because I'm literally tired of seeing all this.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll give you one before we get into the boxing shit. That video I sent you. I know now it blew up, but I gotta speak on that shit.
Okay.
Like, that goddamn CO.
Oh yes.
That was one of the most satisfying ass whoopings I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
Like that's one of those where I was like, because it's like almost a 3 minute, 5 minute video, or whatever, and she just keep like rudely talking to this nigga who's just calm as fuck. He's like, yo, chill, like just send me da 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 da. Like I ain't curse at you, don't curse at me. Da 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 da. What you like? And she was sounding like goddamn Roseanne on steroids or some shit.
Yeah, she got out of pocket, and
Out of mad pocket, just like, yeah, cuff up. And he's like, nah, I didn't do it. And she was like, cuff up. And he's like, if you say it one more time, I'm a pepper spray you. Like she was like, and I'm like, God damn, bitch, like you escalating this shit super heavy. Like, why you taking it there so hard? Like you going real hard with it. Then she did the pepper spray, and this nigga unleashed some like Wolverine Berserker Barrage and
fucked the
started
whole
fucked her shit up. Like he beat up two of them because another one, like first he hit her. The next thing you know, like the camera angle flipped because she falling. And you see this nigga, like he got the one bitch on the ground just like bitch. Yep. And then he's like, then the dyke bitch is like, get over her with her rough ass voice. Then it's like an animal. Like I felt like it was like some Jurassic Park, like was a Velociraptor just like you know how in the movies where like somebody's getting mauled and you like, hey, get away from them, and you throw a rock and the creature just go like. So that nigga jumped on her and just started, and then with the camera,
stomped her out,
knocked her out, and did nah, because she was still screaming.
Yeah, she
which was better, so you could feel the pain, bro. So then he starts stomping around like you see this bitch was missing teeth. Like this nigga was stomping around so fucking hard. Like good God, I like, bro. Like I didn't stomp the nigga in a fight before, but I like, geez, like. This nigga was stomping with his heel and then the rest of the foot. Like, so that's like, he was showing like excellent stomping technique on this cracker ass bitch. Like, normally, like, I'll do a kick first. Like, if I get a nigga on, I'm a kick first, then a stomp. Because it's like you kick and then you bring the heel back, boom. But not this nigga. He went for a full blown, like, like, that nigga was doing, this nigga was doing the earthquake on this bitch. So yeah, but then they got him, and you know, racism handled the rest after that. You know, he probably got Killer Instinct comboed somewhere in the back or some shit.
Of course, honestly,
but yeah, like I found out a little more about the dude, and he was like a fucking. He's serving 32 years for a robbery where his accomplice got killed by the victim, and they put it on him. And so he's serving like 32. I'm like, wait, who is his lawyer, nigga? Like I commit a robbery. Like my man gets killed, and did you arrest me still? You don't just give me 5-10 years. You give me 32. Yeah. When the bad guy dies, nigga, like. Yeah. Well, so imagine you doing time for some shit like that, where you notice the justice system failed you, and you got this fucking Miss Piggy fat cunt fucking just mouthing off on you, bitch. Probably like 5'2", one of these little Nick Ball motherfuckers, just rah, 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 and he handled that. So yeah, like shout outs to him, salute. Hold your head if you can, but yeah, but it was a great video to watch because I just can't stand bullies and racist motherfuckers and motherfuckers who be damn talking shit to niggas that they know they got no business talking shit to.
Right.
Like, cause even on a regular fucking street, I don't like seeing women argue with grown ass men back and forth. I try to tell niggas like, chill. Niggas be crazy. Niggas on the streets be wilding, but that's the street. Imagine you in prison where it's 90% chance that a nigga crazy or got going through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
A motherfucker doing what they say. You arguing with a nigga who all he do is do push-ups every day type. Like, come on, like this nigga hit up with the strength of Captain America and shit. Like, come on. So just like all this arguing shit, you see the result. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, man, let's go.
Yeah, and racism, like Jake Paul's, it needs to be handled that way too. And hopefully,
yes. Yeah. Let's get a bunch of fucking Puerto Ricans in an 8x8 room to stomp out Jake Paul. Nigga. It's like, I feel like that episode of what's that shit? I know Ghost. I know Pilot know what I'm talking about when Kane had smacked Mary J. Blige or some shit.
Yes.
And then he went to visit the dad in prison.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was trippy.
And that nigga went into that room and he was like, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, don't you ever raise your hand to your mama. Nigga, that's my girl. Nigga,
Yeah. Fucked up.
Fucked his ass up. Like, bro. Like, he knew it was happening. But yeah, that's what needs to happen. But yeah, we good.
Yeah, no, but last weekend though, we definitely we got we had one we had a fight card though, although the card itself was not really that great, but the main event though was entertaining as fuck. Of course, we're talking about Nick Ball making his fourth title defense against Brandon Figueroa, and I mean my thoughts about it. The fucking announcers, and I get it, Nick Ball, it's UK, domestic, whatever, he's the world champion or whatever. But them announcers did not know what the fuck they were watching in that fight. Like, it was fucking, it was annoying the hell out of me. Oh, Nick Ball is doing this, he's doing this well. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, Figueroa is actually working and breaking him down. Like, he's actually, and although Ball was, was hanging in there, but I was like, he's really getting broke down because Ball was bleeding from the nose early. Ball gassed because his stamina is crap for a guy that small.
Yeah. Like by the sixth round, I could already tell which way that was going.
Dude was huffing and puffing and shit like that, and also clinching too. That's why I was like, that's what stopped that fight for me from being fight of the year. Like, it ended up being a good hard hitting fight though, but Ball was clinching a little bit too early and a little bit too much early in the fight, and it was because every time Figueroa was working, he was clinching, and it was just like, and the referee didn't even admonish him about all that damn clinching. So, yeah, it was only but once he got tired though, I mean, a Ball's like he sold out more, try to get his offense going though, but Figueroa though, this actually might be his most mature performance as like a pro. Like, I mean, although the defense still leaves something left to be desired, but dude clearly, Robles definitely gave that dude a plan. Like, he was like, okay, just concentrate, just work, go to the body, like outwork him, and just keep a steady, just keep a steady activity, steady type of pressure on him, and he was going to crack eventually.
Yeah. Now, and Nick Ball, I know he's 5'2", so the reach issue. But when he was having success with the jab, I mean, I think he was having success with the jab. Obviously, he just couldn't keep the.
And that uppercut, nigga! Don't forget the uppercut.
The uppercut was landing nice too. The uppercut was landing nice. Yeah, real nice. But I mean, Figure with the body work definitely broke him slowly but surely broke him down. I did have Ball winning on the card just because we were in the UK. And this is Frank Warren's champ, and I know people are hating on Nick Ball for how dirty he is and everything, but he had a decent run. He had a decent run as a champ, I think. I don't know personally.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't. He definitely. I mean, he should have been champion earlier when he beat Vargas. I mean, that was a robbery, and then the fourth fight is obviously it was a toss up, and he won that, and then he was a decent champion.
He beat some good.
And he was the only for a minute. He was the only UK world champion.
He was holding it down for a second. Yeah, he was holding it down for a hot second.
Yeah. But it was just like, and I know, and I ended up feeling that some people in his camp they look past Figueroa because Brandon Figueroa hadn't looked good. He he looked mid against Joel Gonzalez, and like I said, and I thought Joel Gonzalez actually beat him. I thought that was a clear victory for Joel Gonzalez. And then the scores were telling me that. No, it wasn't, and it wasn't close, which didn't set right. This set right, and then and then this is after that too. He had the second loss to Fulton, whereas I think we all thought Fulton probably lost the first fight, but Fulton made sure that okay, look, y'all thought I lost that first fight. All right, let's. And he pretty much boxed up Figueroa the second time around clearly, and it was just like, hey,
look at his career now.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy how boxing
it's almost like they're taking turns being relevant.
Yeah, it's like now Fulton is, now has to kind of rebuild, and now Figueroa is a whole world champion again. And damn, did he? And then he did become a champion in the most
Hey, yo,
emphatic
Pat,
way.
who in the end, who you think might have the better career between Fulton and Figueroa? Because it seemed like they're neck and neck. I almost feel like we need a third fight too.
I mean, it probably. If it happens, it's probably not going to happen at featherweight though, because
Yeah, hell no.
it'll probably be at 135, which I don't
And I would
know.
not mind that.
Yeah, no, but it's just weird how Fulton since winning that rematch has gone downhill, whereas Figueroa is like managed to rebuild himself and got himself. And then them English people, like they shut up quick. Like once he landed that left hook and Ball took a face first, I honestly thought that was the fight. I honestly thought
Yeah,
because Ball,
I had to put it on TikTok. Like how he got up from that. That shit was hard.
Yeah, I don't know how he got, because dude was face first. Like I thought he knocked him out cold.
That was JMM Manny 4 type shit, but he got up, but I feel like the ref should have waved it off. But they're trying to give him a lifeline, like, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, because there was so much.
Nigga brain is mashed potatoes, but they're like, you can go.
Once you get face plant like that, Paul's like, you're pretty much done. That, or when the back of the head hits and it bounces a little bit, he's a wrap. But they were trying to throw him a bone, and then he's got obliterated after through the ropes.
And so Figure had to knock him through the ropes, and it was just like, it didn't need to come to that. Like that.
Yeah, as bad as that time with that Charlo KO.
Yeah, exactly. Though.
He was like, here, I know you're half dead, but let one of the biggest punches in the sport hit you again.
Yeah. Don't you think Ball got a little bit of OD hate though from the Twitter streets a little bit? It seemed like.
You know why? Because Ball got hate because of his team. Ball had a good fight.
The kick, right? The kick.
The kick and the whole security was on one, because people was calling that out quickly, because the whole, hey, y'all can celebrate when y'all come to America, or y'all come to Mexico and knock niggas out and win, and we let y'all celebrate. We go over there and we beat y'all ass. Then it's on some like, oh no, chill, calm down now. Hey, mate.
Right.
Hey, put down that croissant, like chill, like don't throw that beer, like. Nah, that shit was fucking weak. And I don't know where that big black nigga pulled up on security, like where was he the whole time? Because that the biggest motherfucker in the ring.
Wasn't it shades? People say it was shades of Minter Hagler when Hagler stopped Minter in there. I mean, it wasn't OD like that, but they were throwing shit.
They was throwing shit at dude though. Nigga, I seen like 2 or 3 things thrown at the Figueroa camp in the ring.
And shout out to Figgy. Figgy always came off like a genuine, decent guy, and he didn't badmouth them, and he was just like, "I'll give him his belt back," like he'll be a champ again, type of shit.
Nigga want to leave alive, bro. Shit.
Yeah.
Remember, look. If he would have knocked him out earlier and had more energy, yeah, maybe a little different. But you almost fought a fight of the year at that point, and you finally got him out of there. I think it was tired. Like, yeah.
What's the better fight to y'all?
Chill.
Dalton Matias or that one? What's the better fight to y'all?
Dalton Matias.
A
little bit more action,
yeah. And it was just a little more unpredictable, because it's like you knew Dalton was in there, but it's like you just didn't know for sure. But he was like both fights are similar, but I don't know. Like I'm proud of Figueroa performance. Best he looked in years. One thing about this is the thing with Figueroa that I don't like that they kind of do, and a lot of the commentators and people in general just victims of it. Like Figueroa is one of those guys who people will criticize, who they over criticize what he's doing or his flaws, and it takes away from the effectiveness of his overall game. And that's why people were missing that Figueroa was kind of breaking Ball down.
I felt like he was getting back into that mastering of the that relentless pressure I grew to like, even though I hated that first. Like it felt like he kind of brought that back a little bit in this fight.
He did, but he brought it back with more patience. It wasn't the whole rah it wasn't like the Neri fight. How it was
very calculated. It was perfectly calculated.
It was more calculated, and one of the biggest differences he fought behind his jab.
Which is
jab
important.
the jab was working. The jab was
Which he hasn't done in a while. He was literally landing 2 and 3 jabs on Ball. Like, bro was double jab. He was triple jabbing, dude. Even up to the knockout, even up to the later rounds, he maintained that steady jab. Like, he didn't have it all the time, but it was always there. He would always use it to kind of set the distance. And he was using it as a weapon too. So, like, the left hook to the body was there. The defense was, oh my goodness. Yeah, the defense wasn't fucking there. Like, the uppercut, good God. Like,
yeah.
I had to look in the corner. I was like, is Breadman training this nigga?
Yeah, like, I mean,
Like, what's he doing?
Like I said, though, them Figueroas, though, like I said, they got no defense, though, but they can take a punch and they can punch. And, like, it's one of those
Figueroa,
things.
he does kind of move a little bit, like he's hunched over, give up the height. It works a little bit, but okay, Pat, let me ask you real quick. Better defense, Figueroa or Jared Hurd?
Figueroa.
God damn. Okay. But I don't disagree.
Yeah, like I said, Figueroa at least has Hurd. Like, I mean, Hurd was just would walk through some shit he really had no business walking through. Figueroa, at least he wasn't doing that all the time. You know?
Yeah, like Figueroa walk into some shit, but at least he'll have his hands there. Sometimes he'll kind of slightly move and kind of parry or kind of have it go by. Like, it's almost like he kind of like. It's like he's drilled for defense, but he's focused on the offense. But he knows the shots are coming. He just could take them.
Right. Whereas
Hurd, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah. Like, bro.
Same thing with Zoo.
Yeah, bro would just, like, you know, they could, like, he could just walk through every goddamn punch in the book and just like he'd rehydrate and he'd be just eating all types of bullshit and he shouldn't be eating, which is why he expired, you know, because you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Any style where you take a lot of punishment, you're not going to be in the game for long. It has a ceiling, man. And Figueroa, I feel like he reached that ceiling a while ago.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was coming down because I thought he struggled with Masago.
He did.
Mark Masago, yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought that was a bad fight for him. And so Joette, to see him look,
I thought Joette got robbed. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought Joette kind of like it.
I think my thing with Barrios and Figueroa, to me, him and Mario Barrios are similar. That they're both 30 years old, but they're an old shop 130. Like they're right for the picking. Both of them, I feel like both of those guys are like
more so Barrios, like
Barrios, more so Barrios, yeah. But I'm just saying they're like both those guys have been through it. Their defense has never been that great. They're you know they're kind of.
But one got higher in the sport,
and they're only 30. I'm just saying that they're 30, but they're an old 30.
Whereas I mean Barrios got hit with far more harder punches than Figueroa did. I mean, like
Figueroa's like, I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but he's becoming like with this win right here is a big win for his career. I mean, I'm just saying like
imagine if he had the fucking Bolton win. Oh yeah, it did save his career, definitely. Fuck yeah.
I still think he's an easy. I mean, like when it comes to featherweight, 126 is a real strong division. So I feel like, but it's hard to make those matchups because you don't know how PBC does. But I'm just saying, like I think. Like
I mean, honestly, and we'll talk about it later. I don't think PBC is in any condition to tell the fighters, don't fight this person.
Don't fight who? Yeah, at this point, yeah.
You better take that fight, nigga. You don't know what the next one coming. But
I know fucking Turkey wants him on Mexico versus the world, so him versus Shushu would be a great fight. I think him versus.
I said this before. I mean, Figueroa, he's clearly lost a step though, but Ball was just the right type of opponent because Ball has a lot of stamina.
True, but Ball looked better than he normally does too, though. Like I thought they both looked better than they normally do.
Because Ball was winning the early half of the fight. To me, I think Ball was up really.
But the commentators overrated that.
Yeah, they were.
Niggas is making it seem like Figueroa didn't win any of the first 6 rounds.
Yeah, but there's a
he
reason
won
why,
like 2 and 6.
But then there's a reason why Ball was bleeding from his nose and breathing hard. Like it wasn't just because of anything. Like he was taking some shots.
And Figueroa the offense. Like, I don't know. He didn't look sophomore like that. Like, I don't think he looked as fast, like zip, like the zap was there. But it looked like he had like a career resurgent second win type of shit.
Yeah, like because before, like when Figueroa was at like 122, like Figueroa was a whirlwind of activity. Like him and just like his brother, like they were just nonstop volume, and like dude was rattling off like 100 to 120 punches around type shit. Like really, like giving it to niggas pause. That was this, and really only one fight where it was detrimental. That was the Seau fight, because that was a fight where he went in the guy who blew weight by 4 pounds, and dude was beating his head in. He was lucky he didn't take a loss in that fight, But outside of that, it was just like nonstop volume with that guy, and he's clearly slow. He's clearly slowed up. Like the volume is there, but it's not as like frenetic as it used to be. But
he's lost he don't have a fastball no more. He got like the medium.
Like he went away from that smothering style that made him. Maybe moving up in weight. I don't know what it was.
No, he had a little bit of it there because the pressure was there. That's what was tiring Ball. Like it just like Pat said earlier, it's more calculated now. He's using the jab. He's not just hunched over, closing distance like this, ready to get hit. He's kind of distance.
Anytime a fighter goes to Manny Robles, or Shmal Salas, like there's a clear difference. Like they're good trainers. Those two guys are kind of miracle workers with some guys. It feels like I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I mean it's a great victory, and like I said, I mean he has. I mean Turkey's about to give him a spot on a Canelo card. Like the sky's the limit for him. Like like I said, I mean it would be nice though if he can get like I said a featherweight unification. Now, I mean, he might. He's competitive. I mean, he's definitely competitive with Shushu and Leo, though. But Espinosa will probably put his foot in his ass at this point. Like, I just don't see.
Shutter not fully. They'll be fully sold on Espinosa for whatever reason.
Espinosa, like
you're not fully sold. I feel like on Espinosa.
Who, me?
Yeah, I feel like
I'm not sold on Espinosa.
No, I think he is.
Motherfucker, I'm like the most sold on that nigga. I'm just saying, I think Figueroa ain't just a walkover fight for him.
Oh, yeah, for anybody. I mean,
because Figueroa has the height.
Mm.
I don't think he'll have the chin completely for that fight.
Work rate.
But he got the work rate and he got the jab. Like, Espinosa could be hit.
I mean, I think eventually his chin will crack, but his chin has been very durable over the years. He's never been stopped.
But Espinosa, one of them sharpshooters,
Nobody mentioned Angelo Leo. They probably think he's the weakest link, but he can box pretty well. So I don't know.
He can, but he's the one. He's the only one where he doesn't have like a intangible that's off the chain.
Yeah,
he's just that's what it is.
Yeah, he doesn't have a.
He don't have that one thing that just say, "Yo, I'll pick Leo because he has this." What you would really just give him is like the boxing skills and the timing, because that left hook, that KO he had that other year was crazy on Lopez.
Oh yeah. That was brilliant.
Yeah,
we can't forget about that. That was like a KO of the year contender. Like he hit a nigga so hard, the nigga flew back and his fucking feet went up.
Yeah,
you know how hard you gotta hit a nigga for his legs to go up in the air.
Yeah, I mean that was a perfect catch and shoot. Like it was just like
perfect.
But like I said, and funny things too is like he's not known. He wasn't known for knockouts like that. It was a great fight of the year type fight, and it was a ridiculously brutal KO. Like that was a redemption fight. But yeah, like I saw his last fight when he was in Japan too, and it's just like
it was kind of iffy.
Yeah, I mean he won it, but it was a lot closer than I expected it to be. But it's just like he doesn't do anything. Like he's a good fighter, but he doesn't have an intangible that kind of carries him above everything. Whereas Espinosa has several intangibles that makes him fucking ridiculous to beat. Like he's tall, he has power, he has work rate, he can throw a variety of fucking punches. Like the only difference
he punches hard.
Yeah,
he's not slow and plodding. He'll get to you.
Yeah,
he can manage distance real well.
Yeah, you need a certain level of slickness in order to actually beat him, which is what slickness which I don't think Figueroa has. he doesn't have that. I mean, because Figueroa will stay in dudes like Will and try to operate to a degree.
He would have to overpower Espinoza to me, like, which I think is possible for him. But I think like, because it's the thing, like Espinoza's faster than him. That's the speed is going to be telling in that fight.
Right.
So if Figueroa can't push him back, because we don't get to see Espinoza fight going back that much.
No, we do not.
So, that might be a way to kind of throw him off his game. Like a lot of boxers, like, I don't know, it wasn't this way in the past, like, but I notice a lot of boxers now, like, no matter what level, world class, whatever, a lot of them can't fight going backwards.
Yeah, it's weird too, but like I said, I was trying to like losing recipes type of shit. It's just like it's either that or they just don't train for it. It's just like
that's all of that, nigga. The recipes, all that shit, bro. Like in 20 years, nigga, boxing is gonna be so fucking weird.
It is because
the recipes get lost. Like there was one point where everybody, like, even like the journeyman niggas defense was good.
Right.
That they had to, so they could hang around and get some of these paydays and shit.
Exactly.
Now you ain't even got that. These niggas be just thrown in there and just get their ass whooped.
Facts.
They Zuffa niggas.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that's why. But I'd say it's just the intangibles like that, like not being able to fight backwards and being able to actually kind of take advantage of that. And like I said, Figueroa, like I said, he's competitive, but I don't expect him to beat Espinoza. If he did that, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
But
like Espinoza, like 65-35, like type of favorite to me, 60-40 maybe. Like I would still favor Espinoza, but Figueroa definitely still have a shot.
Yeah, no, so like I hope featherweight does pick up with at least one unification, because like I said, they have good young champions there that need to be put in the mix. At least let somebody get some unification going in that division among the champions. But good shit from Brandon Figueroa just to actually pull that victory off and still maintain class, even though Ball and team were on some old bullshit. It was and truthfully, I think PBC probably needed another champion of some sort. Like, I don't think PBC could take another fighter taking an L off their platform. So definitely Robles, of course. Like, if he continues this way, that dude should definitely be like trainer of the year at the rate he's going. So, but yeah, that was a good shit. That was that was a good fight. Like I said, of course, if you actually sat through and watched the whole card, I personally did not. But that fight at least made up for how long that whole card was, at least, because it was a damn good fight. But this coming weekend, unfortunately, there's not. Again, like I said, there's not too much boxing. Zuffa, is will be on. It's on a Sunday, no less. So it's basically so it'll probably fill up the void for football. And since football is now officially over for the next 6 months. And on the card, it's not really much on the card though. But the heavyweight bout in the main event though is probably worth something, with F.A. Ajagba and Charles Martin. I personally am not a fan of Ajagba signing to Zuffa, but like I don't know. Like, he was fighting on PBC, and then something happened with his trainers or whatever, and then he was forced to go over to Top Rank, but then Top Rank was giving him good fights, and then all of a sudden, and then after that, it was just like he signed for Zuffa, and he left Top Rank. And I get it. Top Rank doesn't have a TV deal or whatever. And I think, he wanted a bigger fight though. But I would think that fighting Charles Martin would be a step back, because then he was fighting the Bacolis and the Guido Vianellos and shit like that. But
I don't think it's a complete step back, because Charles Martin still has the Anderson performance that he could hang on. Like, he's still kind of relevant.
Yeah, but the problem with Charles Martin is like he doesn't have any he doesn't have any wins. Like he has moments.
Yes,
That's why I would say like
agreed.
yeah,
Yes.
like, I mean like Ortiz. Now, how do you
But
not
the
have?
moments keep him alive, though. The moments keep his career there. So I can't. And him being a guy who was a former world champion, who keeps having, moments. You could kind of get him out there to fights.
So, yeah, Charles Martin. Like I mean, years ago. I mean, obviously, him and Wilder were once champions at the same time. I mean, and dude, he knocked out Glaskov, who came into that fight with a knee injury and who ripped his knee to shreds in that fight, which was kind of poetic justice considering how many gift decisions Glaskov got. That would actually happen to him.
Shout out St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis. He was the last. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But yeah, it's just like dude does like it's just like I mean, yeah, he like after that I mean he lost to Kalnacki. I remember that fight. That was a hard fight, and then the Ortiz fight was on on New Year's and he was whooping his ass though, but he just got caught, and then that was that, and then it's just like and then like LB said, he had the Jared Anderson fight, where he did give Anderson I think he was the first one to kind of like exposed to cracks in his arm.
He was the first one. See, that's the crazy part because even with the Ortiz fight, he made Ortiz. Besides, he did everything against Ortiz but win the fight.
Yeah, he
literally made Ortiz look horrible. Like niggas is like, hold on, this the guy that was whooping Wilder until Wilder turned it around. Like, at least Wilder got the win, but Charles Martin. He dropped him twice, was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and then and just like I said, then or just Ortiz power just saved them. And like I said though, had Martin been able to finish him, then of course I would have probably went on a Wilder rant about that about his competition and stuff like that. But but to that it's that's like the only. I mean that's still the only one of Wilder's that kind of aged in the positive direction because
but that's the only win he had that you could even speak on for Wilder, really.
Right.
Like, dude, look at this, my nigga. We're at a point in Wilder's career where we would give him credit if he beat Derek Chisora.
Yeah, you know how crazy that is,
nigga. In 2026, we're at the stage where we would legit give Wilder credit if he beat Chisora.
Exactly, because Chisora. Unlike Wilder, Chisora actually has wins over top 10 heavies as of late. So it's just or ones who were they were probably top 20 or top 10, but probably not anymore. So it's like, it's actually pretty sad too. But Charles Martin though is just honestly, I actually thought we would have more Charles Martin type champions. But he's the only one. He's the only one he's like the only kind of eyesore, But but
he makes these fights entertaining though. Like good. Like I fucks with it. Like
no one has really put him away like that outside. Other than Joshua ran right through him, and then Ortiz had to rescue himself. But
Ortiz was going life and death. I can't really say he just put through. Like we'll give that for Joshua.
It's Shamir on the flip side of what F.A. Ajagba, but he lost too much weight.
Thank you. I was saying the same shit when I seen him on that Zuffa interview. I was like, yo.
I think he got he should have won that Bacoli fight, to be honest. I think he won that. Should have got decision. But either way,
it was still a close fight though.
It was close. It was close.
Fight shouldn't have been that close for him.
It should have been.
You the in shape motherfucker, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, but ever since he lost all that weight, because remember I used to joke around calling him an African Wilder, but now he ain't getting knocked out since he lost all that weight. You know what I'm saying? They haven't got, but but his boxing skills have improved.
Yeah, have improved, which is a plus too, because
But the boxing skill, his size would have made the boxing skill improvement even more effective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because when dude was on PBC, like, and in the early days of his top rank, like, dude was like knocking these motherfuckers cold with one shot. But it seemed like those days are like those days are gone. Like, because he was in like in the 240s and shit like that. Now he's like, Yeah, he's like light now, like 230, like low 230s and shit. And truthfully, I don't mind it because like he's in shape.
But
But
it's noticeable in his punching power. Like he ain't.
It's noticeable in the power. It is not like he got any type of faster because of it.
mm-hmm.
I don't think it helped his
He
durability.
He just seems lighter on his feet, more nimble, I guess you could say. He's just more of a, he can box off the back foot, I guess.
But damn, the punches should be snapping. Then nigga, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not there no more.
How your punch mechanics lose? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, but I mean, I still think because I mean, I think Ajagba should be fighting someone that's probably at least top 5 in there. But in this particular case, it's like, okay, well, let's get a former world champion on this record because I don't think he's beaten any former world champions yet. So it's like, and obviously he's there. Charles Martin is there. Charles Martin is basically always going to be there. Like, dude has like he has the shortest run of any heavyweight champion, but he's always going to be there. Like no one is.
The thing is too, like he just like I don't because I follow him on Instagram. He be damn training his ass off too though. But I think he just got other interests outside of boxing, and he just hangs around and train. But it looked like he's taking this shit serious.
Yeah, I mean, probably because it's like, you know what, maybe this might. I mean, he might be thinking, okay, I might get a title shot next or whatever.
The winner of this is probably going to be the first Zuffa heavyweight champion eventually. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Pat. I'm just saying, like in Zuffa land, this slim picking. So the winner of this is going to be primed to win the first quote unquote Zuffa heavyweight champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I said, Martin will take any chance that he's get, even though, like, I mean, I honestly think FA should have actually like kept away from Zuffa, and not signed though. But I get it. Like he probably was like, okay, Top Rank, they don't know what they're doing with me right now, so let me go jump in. Probably just get a consistent paycheck or whatever, and then fight. So I get it.
Is niggas really watching Paramount Plus like that?
I mean, we're not the fighters. We're his viewers. We're not the fighters. The fighters are, the fighters are going where the money goes. Like, when PBC had that money, and stuff like that, it was perceived they had the money. PBC, when Turkey was throwing bags around, they flocked to there. But now it's just like, okay, we have a TV deal and exposure and being able to fight constantly.
I just look at it like as long as you don't settle in on some long-term plan with them niggas, you might be good. Because I feel like,
I mean, Caleb Platt was out there, Tito Mercado, who might be off his Matchroom deal. There's some notable fighters, in that, they at least they know with Zuffa they're going to get a decent page. I guess it seems like decent enough where they're seeing it as a viable option.
Yeah, you're gonna be a nigga who was known to have your own identity and all this shit, and now you're reduced to a fucking number on a TV screen with some plain ass generic fucking. I can't afford this yet because our career mode just started as shorts. Damn, they don't even give y'all niggas racing stripes.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm not really happy with FA being on there though. But I get it.
Even with Charles Martin, bro, you're reducing a former heavyweight champion to a goddamn like generic ass battle type shit, bro. Like the fuck going on? Like shit ain't for everybody. Like honestly, oh no, keep going. I'm sorry.
No. But I also have to say is like, I mean, so now with Charles Martin being on there, like, do you think? I mean, because I know you said you follow him. So do you give him a good chance of actually upsetting FA Ajagba?
Yeah, I think I would pick Charles Martin to beat him. No, Ajagba just don't be impressing me no more. Like the Frank Sanchez fight was the last time. Like, god damn it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully that's FA's only loss. But I mean, it wasn't like it was close.
It was a horrible loss because it was a winnable fight where he barely did fucking anything. Yeah. I think he should have got the knockdown or something. It was something in the fight that fucked up, but that performance was just fucking ass water.
He got outboxed and he got dropped by Sanchez. Like it was just, and it was a horrible fight to watch too. On top of it,
was a whole ass performance. Like, bro, like I can't get behind no shit like that, nigga. Like, bro, just too timid, nigga. You a fucking African warrior, nigga. Fight like you, god damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you too fucking big to be this passive, nigga.
I mean, part of me saying like, part of me thinking is like, okay, maybe Ajagba will probably win this by a decision because, like I said, Martin is a hard guy. It's not like Ajagba has the power to stop him. Whether or not he'll put it together will be another story.
Yeah, I don't even know if he got the power to stop him like that anymore. maybe to hurt him. I don't know if to put him away for good. Like, and then Charles Martin be moving his hands too. Like, and he got some pop in his shots. So I don't know, but I'm picking Charles Martin. You know, if he loses, I won't be surprised. If he wins, I won't be surprised. It's just one of those type of fights.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with an FA by decision. Like, I mean, I think FA is gonna have some moments in this fight. They're both gonna have some moments, but I just think, but Martin doesn't necessarily he doesn't stay switched on like for all the fight. Like he like
it's 10 or 12 rounds, Pat. You know,
it's 10 because it's Zuffa. Like it's always gonna be 10.
I got FA by a round 9 TKO type shit. I think he'll win a stoppage. Like,
yeah. But I mean, I am looking forward to it because, like I said, heavyweights is a popping division. It's just like, you know, like you have to see where the people that are kind of are level below, like where they're going to, you know, like are they going to get a chance to actually make it to the next level? And you know, FA's been not. I mean, Martin has been briefly at the top, you know, and then FA Jabba is looking for that big break. So, but like I said, it's on a Sunday right now, and you know, so watching Zuffa will kind of just fill in the void from the NFL not being around for the next 6 months. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. Not the card itself, but just that particular fight.
Yeah, that's one of those we might get to it later that evening type shit.
Right, exactly. Like if I'm just, like if I'm done with doing what I'm doing and I'm chilling, then I'll turn it on and I'll watch it and you know just enjoy myself. But other than that, it's just like. Yeah, the rest of the card is just like, not that great, and
yeah, because the way they treated it, like honestly, this would have been a better Friday card. Because the Sunday, I know everybody Valentine's weekend, so everybody gonna be caking and shit. So it feel like it's gonna be an afterthought. Because even though it's
also, that's very true.
Yeah, even though Valentine's Day ain't a like a real major holiday, it's a major commercial holiday.
Yes.
It's almost like the Super Bowl. It's almost like America treats the Super Bowl like a fucking holiday.
Absolutely.
I was at the store after I went to the park, and some of the workers were like, "Oh, thank God, it's over. The Super Bowl's on. Motherfuckers could start leaving." And the store was kind of empty, yo. So I was like, damn. So the Super Bowl rush from damn 1 o'clock to 4:30 or some shit must have been crazy.
I'm sure.
Niggas buying all the salsa and wings and whatever the fuck they could get their hands on.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I mean, if it's gonna be airing it on Sunday or they're gonna be alternating days, you know, I'm all for it. You know, but if it's Sundays, it'll just fill in the void.
Man, I watched a lot of boxing.
Some Sundays it could work, but fucking every because this is the thing when if you're trying to take over boxing and you're planning on just doing Sundays and Fridays, you're already pigeonholing the sport because everybody knows Saturday's that day, nigga. So saving that just for UFC is kind of like, hold on, we saving this, we giving the prime spot to the inferior sport. Like that's having a posse cut, and then the wackest nigga in the group gets the best part of the beat.
I mean, are you talking about like Zuffa having the spot they have?
Yeah, dude, Sunday, no one gives a fuck like Sunday like that to be watching boxing, nigga.
Yeah. I will say
look, it works if it's a full weekend of boxing where like, okay, Pro Box TV has a great card on Friday, The Zone has something in the afternoon, Top Rank in the nighttime, then Zuffa comes with Sunday. Boom, that's cool.
Right.
But the lone combat sport card of the weekend is going to be a fucking fight on Saturday or Sunday night. Throw that motherfucker on Tuesday at this point. Shit. I mean, we just picking a random Sunday, nigga. Like, Sunday, nigga? Really?
Yeah, no, but I mean, at least, thankfully, at least after this coming weekend, you know, there'll be a much fuller boxing weekend, you know, and, you know, at least they think like 3 cards, I believe. So it's like, you know, it'll be, well, there'll be a card on Sunday, but it won't be a Zuffa card. So, so it's like, you know, it's you know, like it'll be a better boxing weekend. But like I said, I mean, we're getting at least another warm up before that weekend. So I don't really know if you don't have anything going on Sundays and you're missing football or whatever, you know, just turn to Paramount Plus and
fair warning though. I watch a lot of fucking boxing, even the club shit. I don't know any fucking names on this card, so it ain't stacked like last week, like the like 2 week, whatever the Rayo card. It's not.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got
No.
lucky
Yeah.
last.
So they
They
got
threw
nobody.
everything at us.
They had nobody on this joint, bro, for sure. But hey, I mean,
They
it's
should
boxing.
they getting random niggas, NPCs from like Streets of Rage and shit. You just grabbing niggas.
And Zuffa is better, even though I like to hear the punches. Zuffa better on mute. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I can't deal with the commentary. Like that shit is just like the commentary. It's like they almost worse than British commentary. Really, like they only see one fighter. Because even though on the Nick Ball card, the commentary was horrible. There was only one dude who was seeing the fight as like, okay, like I think Figueroa got that round. He's getting himself into the fight. His rhythm. He's like everybody else, especially fucking Carl Frampton. Good God. You would have thought Nick Ball was damn pitching a shutout the way he was going on. Because the way his scorecards, I was like, you gave this nigga this many rounds in a row?
Yeah, because that's what I said. The commentary was just wild. I'm like, that's what it's like. I mean, like I was like, I know what I'm seeing is accurate because I know what they're saying is some old bullshit. Because I'm like, they should be saying that this motherfucker is breaking this motherfucker down, but no, it was none of that.
And what you said, you did the scorecards, and you said the refs had. I'm sorry, the judges had Figueroa ahead.
Yeah, Figueroa. 2 of them had Figueroa ahead. The other one had Ball ahead by like 5.
Yeah. Figgy was up on 2 of the.
Oh, wait! You said one had Ball up by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ball was up. Yeah, Ball was up big on 1 card.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He hold on. Was Carl Frampton in 2 places? Was that nigga running behind the booth? Like, hold on, let me judge it. But at least the judges had it more right than some of these niggas though. Like
that's also true.
Because I just can't see like Ball being ahead at all. Like, yeah, but I even but shit. But yeah, it's a great fight. But Zuffa, I say one thing with Zuffa, like y'all not like, because Pilot just said like he don't know anybody on these cards, and he one of the young niggas on here that be watching boxing like crazy and shit. So, like, if he don't know those names and we ain't gonna know these names, I'm too old to be keeping up with every little motherfucker that just jump into the game and shit. But my whole thing is, like, there's no type of side promotion or anything running adjacent with this shit to let us know who these motherfuckers are.
No, unless you're in the main event, because I actually saw, they actually did a little feature with FA, and I just happened to see that shit randomly on Twitter.
Well, yeah, but see, I get that. Like, okay, this is the main event. You want to promote the main event a bit, but the main event got known niggas. Like, they've been blown up by other organizations, so it's kind of easy for that. But your whole thing is not, hey, let's give a platform to niggas who can't find a deal anywhere else. Their whole thing was, hey, we're getting new younger guys. We're getting people who hungry. We're gonna take over the sport, and then y'all just literally went to a bowling alley and handed a check to some randoms. Like, that's literally what this shit sounds like. Hey, Chris Brown, what it do?
What up, Chris?
What you mean? Max Kellerman has been waiting to see Corona like boxing since he was a kid.
Fucking shit.
I know, right? Fucking back shooter, man. Yo, shout out to Marquise for that. But yeah, man, like the shit just, I always just felt like there was better off. Like, I'm gonna just give the idea like real quick and we can move on. Like, the next people who try this shit, when y'all try to make a bunch of no-name niggas famous, don't think about it as staging fights. What you need to do is almost kind of take the Contender blueprint, but make it more realistic, as in like a documentary. We following these niggas' lives, and you do the whole process of them training, setting up, signing the fights, so we could get a feel for who these guys are. And after some episodes of that, you have the fight.
I mean, it sounds so fucking simple, but boxing, anything that sounds too simple is never not done.
Because I'm just saying, because it's like, because this is the thing about it. Because look, if you do it this way, like if you film certain parts in advance, it flows. Mm-hmm. Like, because I feel like if you have the fight if like say for instance we got a fight on March 21st or whatever, just random date. You can't give me Paramount can't release just an episode telling us who these motherfuckers are before that, because y'all have the patience so fast on these fights. Y'all, y'all just go one to the next one. Like people like, I love the pacing. It's not a podcast, and because we don't know who these motherfuckers are, and they ain't gonna tell us. So of course you can't have no interviews or podcast. We don't know these niggas. It's just, well, yeah. Number 13 and number 12 are fighting next. So yeah, like, but that's all it takes, man. I know it could be difficult if you got a whole roster. That's why you can have the whole gym team aspect come into it. It's like motherfuckers ain't creative. Like all the smoking and drugs y'all niggas doing, and y'all ain't got no ideas.
Facts.
Like what the fuck? Like there's so many ways you could present this shit. Like literally. So, but yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say. I want to see the main event, but that's it. Like, y'all just gonna hope for like some random slugfests on some tough man shit.
Facts. Well, definitely, there's one thing I definitely want to touch upon too, because it's all in the news now, and it's probably gonna get potentially bigger. We got one Floyd Mayweather who, since his retirement, can't seem to stay out of the headlines for anything. For anything positive. Every time he's in the headlines, it's always for something negative. We've done episodes in the past on Floyd's. Some of the shit that Floyd's done, like the whole Gucci store thing, that was like infamous stuff like that, and it's just like Floyd. Floyd, just I don't know what his issue is. I mean, I don't know if it's just because he's not fighting like that, or he misses the attention, or I don't know. But this came out of nowhere. Now, Floyd, if you follow like the second half of his career. Floyd has always been about his money. Floyd, money, Mayweather, all this type of shit like that. Dude fancies himself as the boxer's version of the $1 Million Man. So it's like, he's always saying that, hey, hey, if I had Al Heyman, I would have been straight, and and then his extravagance, houses, buying jewelry, buying clothes that he looks ridiculous in, and then carrying around bags of money, briefcases of money, duffel bags full of money.
3 months ago, where he was next to Jay-Z, and he was flashing the money, giving it to somebody at the courtside.
Yeah, stuff like that, and it's always this weird. It's always this weird behavior. But you always took it as like, okay, he earned the money, like he, that's his.
But let's be honest, that shit was fucking corny.
It is.
A lot of Floyd stands love that shit, and they used to literally just show up to just dick ride this man, and they love this shit. Niggas were just being fans just off because he's rich.
Because he was rich. Yeah.
There was a lot of corny shit this nigga was doing, bro. Like
I like Floyd. I like Floyd.
A lot of corny shit.
I like Floyd because of his skills, of course, in the defense. But the whole money thing was his, that was his gimmick.
Like it was cool at first, but then it's like you almost found out, like, yo, this nigga ain't really got no personality.
Yeah, no, yeah. And this is why it made it hard to Floyd. Floyd. Like I said, I mean, Pretty Boy Floyd was one of the more entertaining fights you could watch. Like he had the whole package as a fighter. Where Money May is like it's a little bit more calculating, a little bit more defensive and stuff like that. Not as entertaining, but it was largely personality driven, and it was it's the whole personality cult behind the Floyd fans. And believe me,
I feel like we got the Pretty Boy Floyd back in the Cotto fight briefly.
The Cotto fight is my favorite fight in the Money era. You know what I'm saying? In the Money era, the Cotto fight was his best fight to me.
I'm gonna just maybe call it Pretty Money or something. It was like a little of both.
Pretty Money.
he had no choice.
I'll never forget what Merchant was like. It was like we're used to seeing the hip hop version of Floyd, but this is more rap.
Merchant really hate niggas.
He ain't hate niggas. Look, man, a lot of y'all young niggas don't understand that motherfuckers who've been seeing something of high quality for fucking years on end, we look at shit differently than motherfuckers who just spring up out of nowhere. Like, okay, like we ain't just gonna be like, oh shit. The nigga was cynical sometime, and he was overcritical sometimes. But God damn it, if you had a good fight, he gave you props.
Right.
People act like he never said anything positive about anybody. Even in the fucking, and he was giving props to Mayweather with that statement. Like,
Right.
it's just niggas don't like dialogue, fam. Like,
I mean, I didn't read over it. I didn't read. I don't know, Pat. If you probably may have read into it's like 23 pages or some shit. I'm working, nigga. I can't watch.
Well, I've read some of it. So basically, I mean, but even before this, there were things. There was the article about Floyd having money troubles and non-payment of rent and non-payment of jewelry and the whole and just
remember he got stuck in the country because he couldn't leave type shit.
Yeah, because I think someone stole something and they were like, and then Floyd aligning himself with certain people who shall remain nameless. It's just like it was just a lot of things.
A bunch of small hats.
Yes, small hats though, but no one saw this coming out of nowhere where Floyd now files a lawsuit against Showtime.
No, that one nigga on the collie did. Hold on, chill. Like 2016, he called it out.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I think most people realize that, although that thread on the collie was probably scarily accurate in terms of considering when that thread was made and
a full 10 years. And this is the thing, like, see, remember if you said anything about it, because he wasn't like, people said it, but he the first one just to went out on a whole limb and just say, I think it's really going to happen. Everybody else, because we all said it on some like, I don't know, man. This nigga be kind of going overboard with it. Like, I don't know, like if he could keep it up like that, because a lot of this shit could be karma too. Because Floyd used to really mock niggas and get at niggas for being broken and shit.
Yeah, all the time.
Pacquiao ain't got no money. Pacquiao, he's saving the whole country. Of course, it's like, bro,
I don't feel sorry for Floyd at all.
Fuck no. Why would I? Like, the niggas had the perfect career.
Most of your fan base struggling paycheck to paycheck, but you're flaunting money like that. Any rapper like that, especially Floyd Mayweather, talk about legalizing bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Yeah, like for him to talk about money that much and make it such a center force of his damn existence.
Because he also got
you weren't supposed to be getting into this predicament, bro.
Because he also got some couple fucking lawsuits on him because for unpaid rent and shit. I saw a couple of them pop up too about recently. With like him, owing $200,000 on rent and shit like that in New York.
Damn.
And this is part of the reason why he's filing this $340 million lawsuit against Showtime and then Steven Espinoza, because now he's saying because he's saying that that 40% of his $1.2 billion in career earnings, which is $340 million, is missing and unaccounted for. And then first of all, now just off that is crazy, but then when you actually go into the details of the lawsuit, like there's it gets crazy. It says here that the lawsuit says that Showtime wired bright revenues for his fights with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor to third-party accounts controlled by Heyman, and then you have stuff like those funds. That, for instance, like the Berto fight, he was actually paid from the Berto fight from what he made in the Pacquiao fight, like slush fund practices. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, that do you know how crazy that is? Like you already earned your money for the Pacquiao fight, but you're just getting it a second time, literally.
We would have gave you more if you would have rematched Pacquiao, but you fighting Berto.
Right. And then
the irony is he trying to fight Pacquiao now.
Exactly.
Which is funny because Pacquiao always wanted the rematch, and Floyd was the one who was like, "Nah, man, I'm good." And now you need the rematch. I got money. Now look at you, nigga.
Yeah, and now it's now they're saying like because Floyd's team asked for, asked Showtime for like the financials, and they're saying, "Oh, I got lost in the flood," which is bullshit because Showtime got bought by Paramount, and you can't do mergers without the financials. Like, so like even if it's 1 million, you there, but 340 million just unaccounted for, that doesn't necessarily fly because that means that's like highly illegal shit is going on.
And why he wait so long?
Exactly.
That's the shit that look kind of bad. Like it's up there with he sexually assaulted me back, in 1981, and Yaphet Kotto was there. This nigga was like, bro, chill, like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, why did you wait fucking 40 years later, nigga?
Yeah, that's what makes it look like. And this is coming from because of all these reports of Floyd, going like Floyd spending, catching up to him, and he's going broke. Now, I'm not saying that Floyd is probably rich people broke, meaning he's not liquid, but he has assets that are worth a lot, and and obviously if he liquidated them, he'd have some money. But
remember, they saying his gyms were getting fucked up too. Like, his gyms were losing money.
Yeah, and then the strip club too. Same the strip club. So it's like So
how
like,
you failed with a strip club, bro, when your whole thing was having bitches around you?
Yeah.
Like, who's managing this nigga's business?
Oh, is his strip club gone now? The one that he had in Vic?
No, it's having issues too. Not just the gym, like the strip
as much as he used to promote that strip club, nigga promoted that strip club more than Badu Jack. Which one's still which one's still around though?
Yeah, it's just crazy because now Floyd because and one thing about Floyd, because Floyd is always kind of trying to portray himself like as a he's like a shrewd businessman, and even to the point where obviously his lies are now like when he said, "Oh, I bought these skyscrapers in New York or whatever," and it's like, no, that never happened. You're not the owner of these buildings, Floyd. Because it kind of now dawns light that Floyd's financial literacy and probably literacy is probably not as sharp as he wants to permit because he's getting taken advantage of. Like
that's what it looks like, and it looks like it's. I feel like we're getting a little bit of like you said these was in New York, so right. I don't know if he had bumped into DJ Envy and that's how he got those apartments or houses. But this kind of feel like the whole Stringer Bell shit. Like a nigga with money who's being taken advantage of by the wrong people. Because I feel like some of these things he did without Heyman, and like it didn't have Heyman's blessing. So certain certain logistics and shit wasn't evened out. So shit failed. But it's just, I don't know. Like, I just want to hear from all the dick riders who used to say that nigga would never go broke. Like, where are y'all niggas at?
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is too is like as much as I talked about PBC and how they operated, one thing I never touched on or cared about was the financials outside of the fighters getting paid too damn much for find some old bullshit. So it was just like but there were people there that used to say, well, hold on. What Floyd's doing, what PBC's doing, that shit don't stir the Kool-Aid, man. Like something's not right with the financial situation. But niggas never used to say, well, they're backed by TV, they're backed by a network. Floyd's making all this, and now it turns out that pretty much another reason for this lawsuit is apparently Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza were probably using some of Floyd's money to fund PBC, and so it's like. And then, obviously PBC doesn't have a TV deal or anything in there on a platform that doesn't give them a budget. So it's almost like they're operating as like a Ponzi scheme, but basically they're using money and they're paying Floyd back and probably maybe some other fighters in like installments.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of back end. So I interject. I just hear it as like, Al Heyman or whoever, Louis the Cuba, they would offer these fighters pay-per-view quote unquote back end money, but with I guess in the Spence lawsuit with Derek James, there was talking about the lack of the fucking back end money that they get, supposed to get. Like, when it was Showtime.
That's a little different, man. Cause you remember word on the street is like PBC don't be paying the coaches, the trainers like that. So so that's a little different from Floyd shit. That seemed more like between Spence and Derek James.
Right. Whereas this one is just Floyd's. Basically, Floyd's money is being used for PBC stuff, and then since PBC is probably not making. This is probably like trying to skate uphill type shit. Whereas they probably weren't making the type of cash flow to kind of sustain that over long term, and they never got over the hump by actually having. And then when Showtime pulled out, and going to Amazon's not giving them a budget. It's like, okay, we have to kind of cut corners now, which is the reason why we're probably getting 5 at the most PBC cards a year. and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because you know what it was? PBC, even though PBC matched their guys and made big fights, they under-deliver in the grand scheme of things because they could have made way bigger fights, like more bigger fights than what they
Yeah,
gave them.
no, we missed some good ones. Obviously. But I know
Like
Barrios is
certain fights were like no-brainers. Like
But I mean, but Barrios is literally Mario Barrios is fighting on the zone. The WBC welterweight, he's fighting on the zone. So it's over for PBC. Really, I mean, if you have him fighting on the zone, I don't.
No, see, what really got them was when Canelo left Oscar,
Yeah,
and then PBC made a big deal because Canelo has a big asking price, and I'm pretty sure that fight put them in the fucking red because
yeah, because they never should have did that if they could have get a Benavidez fight.
and I mean, yeah, and they let Benavidez. Speaking of it, they let Benavidez fight on Riyadh season, and Tank, who probably Tank was the last guy to help keep the lights on. Tank's career's in limbo, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like at this point, like they gotta the racists that you say PBC is broke, they won this battle.
They won that battle easy because now like you can't really take Floyd seriously about his money anymore. You can't take PBC serious about the money because now it's just like it's starting to add up all the shit that's starting to go on. It's adding up and it's not adding up that niggas is like I mean it's bad that because you have niggas like Crawford who asked to see the actual money and they didn't want no back end deal or anything like that. Now it makes him look like a fucking genius now. It's like only maybe a select fighters probably got all their money with PBC because I know Paulie said that but Paulie probably got his money when PBC was actually still able to kind of early in what they're doing.
I don't know.
Yeah, but make sure the racist guy gets his money.
But Paulie's fighting on fucking bare knuckle again. Nigga had a fucking eye patch like Slick Rick for 4 months. Shit, after the first one, he's fighting on again on that shit.
I don't know why a nigga with pillow fist would do bare knuckle. It's like that shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, jeez. Oh, Marquise, what it do? So Floyd trying to get Judge Judy to see these lawsuits. May as well at this point, like shit.
I mean,
y'all looking good.
I mean, like either way, this lawsuit. I mean, because one thing Floyd can't do is sue Al Heyman directly because of the clause in his contract saying he can't. He's not responsible for any of this, like for certain things. So they're trying to go about it with the roundabout way with Showtime and Steven Espinoza. So either way, this lawsuit doesn't make because if Floyd loses this lawsuit. Then no one's not going to believe that he's not broke in some fashion. Like even if he's rich person broke, if he wins,
then we go see how many exhibitions come out.
Exactly, but if he wins, then that means Showtime had to show its books, and it's going to be all out in the open. If Showtime had kind of fucked around with the money, Showtime and Alec kind of fucked around with the money, and Floyd's money really did fund PBC.
I mean, honestly, it could be a little bit of both. Like Floyd's spending habits, which are extravagant as fuck,
right?
And then just PBC, how they was moving. Like certain shit seemed cool, then certain shit seemed like Then you know what I mean? But
yeah,
they definitely could have like all these boxing organizations. Like I don't want to just make it seem like PBC didn't do enough. All of these boxing organizations could have did more. But PBC, like. Damn, bro, like y'all really kind of had like the American boxing behind y'all. Like y'all had the movement. Yeah. And for that shit to just kind of fizzle out like this.
Yeah, imagine a box because not even. I mean, people will talk shit about Top Rank, but Top Rank ain't running shit like a Ponzi scheme. Like they have their shortcomings though, but there's no way that Bob will kind of recycle people's fighters' purses into his own business like that. Because that's crazy,
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, PBC got me. PBC got me heavy back into boxing with Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fighting and shit. So, like, for the Black African American people, what I'm saying, like that. PBC, the way they got reintroduced to boxing, was pulled a lot of people back. It pulled a lot of people back into boxing.
They did. You can't deny that. But even then, it's like I feel like we should have got a Broner Danny Garcia fight. Should have got Broner versus Mayweather. There's so many missed opportunities.
Obviously,
should have got
Jermel versus her.
Thurman versus Spence.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And those lower weight
Like you
fights,
said, Hurd and Charlo.
obviously, fucking Gary Russell Jr. and Leo Santa Cruz, obviously, with the
That's
Yes.
one of the major, bro. Like that. That might be a big. That might be a good Twitter poll topic.
That
Like,
was-
Hell, even Brandon Ruiz, Brandon Rios, and Victor Ortiz. Like
Oh,
that's
I could say also
yeah,
Andy Ruiz Wilder. Maybe they couldn't pay him, but Andy Ruiz Wilder was in play. And it would have been a big fight, whether you like it or not.
yeah. Like, what's the biggest PBC fights that you felt like we missed out on? That were reason that really could have happened.
Yeah. I mean, LSC and GR Gary Russell Jr. Right?
Yeah, that's top 5 right
I
there.
mean, Charlo Hurt. I mean, Jermell
Charlo Hurd, like.
before
Charlo heard that was
Before her-
Because it's like not to say that PBC wasn't giving us events, because they were, but sometimes I kind of felt like they had too many long runs where it was like, okay, y'all giving us good B+ events, y'all giving us good B+ events, like throw us an A+ event now, nigga. Like they tried to stretch out careers with too many damn Leo Santa Cruz, Danny Garcia, Salka type fucking fights.
right. And this is the reason why
when they didn't have to.
And this is part of the whole reason why. I mean, well, Fox eventually was like, "Yeah, we're not taking this anymore." And then Showtime, dealing with all the mess is part of the reason why they pulled out of boxing. And I don't even think Showtime will ever go back to if this lawsuit really goes down like this. I don't even think Showtime will ever go back to boxing again because of all this. And that's even a damn shame too. It's just like
They don't even have no fucking like network where you can see all the past Showtime fights. Like Top Rank has their channel.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I was watching Winky and Taylor the other day on the HBO channel on Tubi. Like,
I mean, Golden Boy has their stuff on there. It's just like this.
oh yeah, I gotta download that app for the Golden Boy fights. I never heard no fucking swerve, but okay.
But yeah, it's just like it's just like PBC. Just like I said, PBC. I mean, unless someone buys PBC, which is probably the only way I think. Because else, I mean, I just don't see PBC because when the days of having a PBC like announcing a whole lineup is that them shits is done. I don't think not one PBC card has actually been announced. Yeah, it's just all speculation.
And they needed to make more stars too.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because without making the stars, you can't make the cash flow, and I think that's the thing. Like they didn't.
That's what's wrong with these boxing promoters. Like they take too long to make stars. Like Top Rank did the same thing. I think Top Rank was worse in that regard, but PBC still, I feel like they made a lot of popular boxing niggas, but they didn't make enough boxing stars.
Yeah, did it like their biggest star was Broner. Broner was the star. Like he was the only one that he was the only one for a minute that like whenever you point to a certain metric, he was killing it on the ratings. Like he had the reaction every single time he got in there. It was just he just unfortunately lost the fights that he should have. He should have won, and he had a lot of discipline issues. But
you got to run niggas adjacent to that trajectory. Like you can't just put it all on Broner. But he having his mental problems. He's fucking up. He's doing random up and down performances. Like
the PBC had the issue where like when it came to prospects, there was a one time. Tank. They pushed Tank properly. Tank became a star. Saying, but they don't. Top Rank for its faults. They know how to push. They know how to make an amateur young prospect into a champion. I saw, nigga, I don't know if you remember Trayvon Marshall. I remember Roman calling him butt on here. He got knocked out cold by the old man. And, Chris Colbert, Rayo, all these niggas, they don't push prospects right. And that's what, obviously, looking now is causing because they have nothing in the future, like, they don't think about the future, it felt like, with the prospects. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, Pilot, you're right. Like, the way they moved certain fighters and prospects, it felt like they always had more time, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
It always felt like, okay, Chris Colbert will get bigger. This nigga, he'll get bigger. Yeah, in due time. Rayo, Gary Russell, all of them, and it's like, no, make the big fight now.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they had, Peter Quillen. How many fucking big fights Peter Quillen was in?
Ugh, God. I
You
hate
feel
that.
me? Like,
Yeah.
y'all should have been sent him to Golovkin.
Right.
But y'all kept him around. Like he going life and death with fucking Andy Lee. Then he finally get Jacobs.
Or they try or my favorite in the PBC era, they try to push Ghost like he was something. And this is
like bro, thank you. That's another one. Like, why the fuck were y'all putting so much energy behind Robert fucking Guerrero? Like,
yeah, and of course,
like,
I mean,
I don't get it. Like, what did
and
he
of course,
do
I mean,
special?
obviously, I blame Andre Berto because Berto just happened to have like his one of his worst uh-ohs. Like he let a guy come up a couple division and just bully him at fucking welterweight and close
All the way to he got a fucking fight with Floyd, bro. Like, what were y'all doing? Like,
yeah,
and then the whole like they ruined Devin Alexander. He could have been a future Spence opponent or somebody, and they ruined his comeback.
it was just a lot of it was just a lot of mistakes too. But yeah, Ghost is like he beat Berto, but then a random Japanese fighter gives him all types of hell, and then takes his prime, and then next thing you know, Duke can barely beat a 5 KO journeyman.
You talking about Aaron Martinez?
Yeah, and nearly gets fucking knocked out cold. And actually
he got knocked out. Then he got hit and waking back up.
Yeah.
If Dude would have just let him fall to the canvas, he would have probably won by KO.
Yeah, he would have won by KO. Yeah, exactly.
Nigga hit him again, and he's like, "Oh shit, hold on, wait."
Yeah. It used to, and then when he fought that Argentine cab driver, because I remember it was a day before I went to Mexico, but I forgot to put in my bets too because I was so busy, and I had a feeling that Peralta would beat him, and Peralta was whooping his ass, and it was like a plus like 1700, and I was pissed. I was like, God damn it, I was gonna hit on that shit. And I just hated that, how much Ghost was just pushed by PBC, and he wasn't a fucking star. He was not a star.
Wasn't selling tickets like that or anything. Like,
yeah,
Leo Santa Cruz was more of a star.
Yeah, like I mean, the Ghost Floyd pay-per-view, it flopped. It was like he was not a star. I just don't understand why PBC had to force him. Like, basically Thurman beat the shit out of him on the first PBC show, and then after that, he just never have any high points. Like, he's like, come on. Yeah, it was just a lot. It was just a lot of things that were happening with PBC, and just times. And now we have these lawsuits and stuff like that. And it's, like I said, I just think it's only going to get uglier too. Like, I mean, I just because once Showtime finds finds their books, so to speak, is it going to show a discrepancy, or is Floyd going to be lying, saying, "Oh, wait a minute, like you spent your money, Floyd, like you spent it on your planes, your clothes, your
12 fucking cars you always like to show off on Instagram.
Right.
Dude, think about this. Didn't his daughter just pay her baby daddy $1 million just to hang with him on the weekend?
Or some shit like that. Yeah, her bird brand ass. Yeah, it's not.
Bro, if your killed children are capable of doing some stupid shit like that, then there's nothing. I don't know what you could be doing with your money, bro.
Yeah, no, it's just it's just like, I mean, yeah, Floyd. I say this is the. I know, like, Floyd's like 45, 46 or whatever he is, and and he's.
I thought he was older. He does 40. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
No, he was born in 77. So he turns 48 this year. No.
I'm about to say, like, this nigga said 44, 45. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he turns 49 this year. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, like, that nigga old, bro. Like, you were making up like, nah, nigga, you make it seem like Floyd like got out of high school the year after I did or some shit. The year before I did or some shit. Like, nah, nigga, he old. Old nigga.
Yeah, no, Floyd though is just like, you would hate to see someone talk about money so much, and you find out that he's not even. I mean, because funny things too is like when Floyd was with Top Rank, you didn't hear any of this shit that he was getting robbed. Oscar, when he was Oscar with Golden Boy, you didn't hear any of this shit about Oscar robbing.
The only thing you heard was his potential wasn't being used. Like he felt like he deserved and he could be a bigger star and make more,
Well, that
which
was
he was
Bob.
right.
Yeah, I mean that's Bob Dylan's business model. He always caps. They keep a little imaginary glass ceiling on it. It's worked for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? But like for fighters to ascend another level, they always got to leave. Look at now. Look at Shakur. Look at Shakur. You know what I'm saying? And even now, with
Yeah.
Shakur and fucking Bud. Bud became the biggest fighter of it. Bud became a legend after leaving Top Rank.
Nobody told this motherfucker to re-sign with them.
But you can see why now, because look at these motherfuckers on PBC broke. People call him Bud a
Man,
bad
but nah,
businessman.
we can't go by that shit, bro. Come the fuck on. Like
No, because
let's be honest.
because
He ended up getting
niggas was calling Bud a bad businessman, and he made a generational money. He made like 50 million supposedly for the Canelo fight. So
just bro, just now. The last couple years, bro. This is the thing. He's been making good money. What he was getting like 3-4 million a fight at Top Rank?
He made good money. Yeah, of course. He invests.
But he started making the crazy money once he left. He could have been making the crazy money before that, but he re-signed with those motherfuckers so he could fight the goddamn Felix Diaz's of the world.
Jose Benavidez?
And the Jose Benavidez of the world. Ooh, yes. A nigga like that. So I don't want to hear all this sympathy shit for Crawford. Like Crawford took a gamble and he won in the end. That was his path. Like,
but I'm saying, when it comes to
he made this shit look right toward the end, though. If he don't get the Spence fights or the Canelo fights, we won't be treating him in the same light, bro.
But I mean, look at Oscar, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Bud. I mean, Shakur. I mean, it's a long string of fighters that, PVs. I mean, Top Rank put that glass ceiling on you. You become a champion, a name, but they kind of try to limit you from becoming a superstar. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I think that is true, but it's certain. I mean, like some of it goes on the fighter too.
Yeah, true.
But I do agree with you with that. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I used to go in about some of these fighters not fighting with this, how to fight. Like LSC is one of them. Like I used to, I got him all the time because LSC when he was a fucking bantam, like he was on a Hall of Fame path. But once he got to 122, dude started being like, started fighting that selective shit, and then it's like, yeah, he started fighting some old bullshit ass fights for a lot of money. And then it started his growth as a fighter because he was getting paid so well and so much for not fighting hard.
If there wasn't a guy we said spoiled on the vine, like I think the term came from him, really.
Yeah,
because I don't think we used that term for anybody else until we saw what was happening with Leo Santa Cruz's career. Then, yeah, definitely he was the one who made us use that term.
Yeah, no, it's just like, and you see that, and it's just like, but he was getting paid so well. It's like, oh, okay, I'll for and of course
he named his son after Al, nigga.
Yeah, and of course I got on Danny Garcia about that shit too, and it was just. It was just a lot. It was just a lot of things that it was like, yeah, this doesn't sustain boxing. Like, fighters got to fight. I don't say fighters got to fight. That's the business. Like, don't forget, forget about if they're not fighting.
So hold on, wait. You remember all the shit we used to hear about some of these niggas that be getting stipends or they be getting paid money while they're not fighting? Because some of these niggas at one time are just fighting once every 18 months type shit.
Yeah, right. But I mean, the writing was on the wall when you saw Danny Garcia on Millions.com and Tony Harrison fighting on under Clarissa Shield type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the writing's been on the wall for a hot minute with people, with whatever you want to call them, PBC, Al Heyman.
But I just needed somebody outside of Rick Merrigan or whatever the fuck his name is to say this shit.
Right. And then
I didn't need him to say it because he always wrong with that shit.
He was on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But now with Floyd actually doing it, and actually, like I said, Floyd actually making this lawsuit and stuff like that is like, yeah, now you have to the people who now you have to kind of look at what's PBC really doing with their money? What are they doing with their revenues? What are they actually doing with Floyd's money? So yeah, there's gonna be no winners in this lawsuit. Like Showtime, if Showtime is at fault, they're gonna get it's gonna Espinosa will probably get blackballed
Niggas was showing Espinosa. That's kind of hilarious because Espinosa was with his quote unquote girl or whatever, and he's like, "Yo, you get the Super Bowl with Floyd's money."
Oh yeah, I see that shit. It's
Yeah,
like
it's fucked up.
you got the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Yo, I bet a lot of them executives were living good during that time, though.
I'm sure they were. Yeah. Yeah, because like Floyd was earning money, but for a guy that said, yeah, I got my money, then it's like, no, I didn't get my money. The dichotomy is just crazy,
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't feeling sorry for a nigga who used to tip motherfuckers $100 for just bringing them a bowl of cereal in the movie theater type shit.
But I will say, I mean, one guy Tank seemed like he always got his money. Tank never got shortchanged.
Tank a street nigga, like you think he like bro, like.
Yeah.
He looked like he'd fuck up the whole PBC office if he didn't get his shit.
Baltimore all had, they kept it. They make sure he get his bread.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tank a drive a goddamn bus to a PBC office, nigga. Floyd ain't gonna get gang. Floyd don't know gangster time like that. Man, Broner maybe. Like,
yeah. And
I always heard Broner getting his money.
Broner was a different case. Like Broner, like Al had his money in installments because he didn't want Broner to like blow the money, but Broner
to treat him like a crackhead or some shit.
But Broner insisted on all his money, so Al gave him all his money, and then of course Broner spent it all. So now he's just like now he's
in Vegas, look like a damn whiner, like Franklin and the Snowfall type shit. It's kind of
exactly.
Maybe even thinking about moonlighting on fucking Zuffa.
Yeah, which he would have in case but he signed a Don King contract, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Caleb Plant was in there. He might be on Zuffa, and he was a PBC guy corner. I won't say corner.
Yeah, but he's another one of those guys who kind of could have took bigger fights more until they finally just kind of started just giving him tougher fights after the Canelo. Like PBC was preserving niggas too long for certain shit that wasn't like I don't know, man. But PBC worked for Caleb Plant because I don't think he would have ever got as big as he did anywhere else.
Oh yeah, it worked for him.
But but like I said, he didn't fight the right fights he was supposed to, and like I said, now he can't beat 15th ranked contenders.
Yeah, that's the nigga who spoiled on the Vine and shit. Because for the type of people Plant was fighting, he needed to be looking way more lights out dynamic.
Now he got to move and fight Hot Rod probably and shit. Good luck.
Hot Rod beat the shit out of Caleb Plant. Stop playing.
Because remember, there ain't no super middleweight in Zuffaland. It's light heavyweight. So if he's going to go there, he's going to have to be.
But not Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant need to be at light heavyweight anyway.
James Tony said like 3-4 years ago, you should move up to light heavyweight, like a while ago.
He was, dude, James Tony was right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, look, Caleb Plant's like what 6'2"? Like
yeah, he was. I mean, I know he don't have the power like that, but he was a big guy for the weight.
And that's his fault. Somebody that size should be having some power, but the thing is, it's his temperament. Like Caleb Plant has the personality of a puncher, bully type of guy, but his fighting is completely fucking opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So it just tells me like you're not who you say you are, type of shit. Because you can't be all the energy he be having on Twitter and the way he always kind of had his energy where he's trying to punk niggas or check people and act a certain like he always seemed like he's doing a little bit much, but it don't translate to his fights.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like, bro, you can't have like Rottweiler energy and then fucking poodle fucking ability.
Right, then you're getting your fucking head beaten.
Yeah, like that was the weird shit because it's like, let's be honest, a motherfucker like Caleb Plant should be able to beat a guy like fucking Canelo. No fucking Canelo fucking tree stump legs. Fucking no footwork type of having ass motherfucker. And you stand there and just let him wail on your body. Mm-hmm. And then you ask for acknowledgement at the end. Oh, better than you thought, right? Then proceed to get knocked out.
And then same thing with Benavidez too. Like, once he couldn't run on the ring, he tried to clinch him on the inside. And Benavidez, who has a decent inside game, like just tore him up from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, like you supposed to be this gangster. You supposed to be the gangster white kid from the trailer park that hang with all the niggas and Latinos at the car shows and shit. But you
Now, with that,
clinching, motherfucker.
I know before we go, with that said, I just wanted to mention real quick in regard to PBC, there has been rumblings of Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu Summer Showdown. Do y'all believe Spence are ever going to come back? Because Spence was a lifeline to PBC back in the day too. Obviously, he was a draw. Spence was
Yeah, he was.
But do you?
But I felt like all these niggas had different eras of PBC. Like PBC did a horrible job of getting all these niggas shining at the same time.
Yeah, because Thurman was hurt. You know, Thurman was hurt at the time when he was after Thurman beat Danny Garcia. He kind of broke down in that kind
Yeah,
of.
Thurman was going to be the star, and then again the injuries got the best of him. So it's like, okay, you can't do that there.
They got the Fedor Thurman fight coming up too. They got Fedor Thurman next month.
Yeah, they got it was Thurman, because I know Thurman and Broner were they were on the first PBC go. Like they focused around them. Like Broner just lost too many big fights, and then he kind of imploded. Thurman was just too injured. Errol lost his career to the bottle, and niggas don't like to hear that. Some niggas don't like to hear that.
And they protected Wilder too fucking much.
And they protected Wilder too much. So,
didn't promote the Charlos enough.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, PBC. It's almost like what we were saying with Jake Paul, like how they don't know how to manage all the pieces. Mm-hmm. Like y'all giving Baumgartner all these prime spots, but then it's like, Janika, like Sugar Neeks is the one that's really that's
really doing it.
Yeah, it's really doing it. So it's like, I see they trying to push Carolina Dubois, so maybe they're learning their lesson.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that shit's weird.
Interesting, because that fight's it seems like it's getting UK promoted, not on the MVP platform. Where
that's true. Yeah. You're right about that. It do feel like it's more of the UK promoted and the MVP just kind of like, yeah, one of our guys is there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's with Spence and Tszyu. Like, I'm still not convinced on Tszyu. Like, and Spence, like, don't even get me started. So, yeah, I don't know. They say about Tszyu gonna have a tune-up before. How many fucking tune-ups this nigga need?
They have a couple already. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, Tszyu should actually fight, because if it's gonna be something, Tszyu should actually fight before the summertime. Spence not getting a tune-up is gonna be a problem. But then he doesn't like doing tune-ups, so it's like. It's like you're gonna jump in. Like, I mean, that's not. I personally, I don't think if he does come back. I mean, Spence is damaged goods. Like, he's not 100%. He's never going to be 100% again. You can't. He has too much.
I know niggas with the resting, and he's been out. Maybe, but it's hard to just. It's too much of an unknown intangible for me to just go out on a limb.
There's too many variables with Errol.
Yeah, like it's just.
If I had to explain that to my brother, because my brother, like, he saw the announcement and he sent it to me on IG, and I told him, like, it's not a good idea. And then he was talking about resting, but I'm like, yo, it doesn't, like, that's not this is boxing. Like, there's resting because you're actually working hard, and there's resting because you have a lot of you have injuries that are kind of like that are catastrophic.
Almost. Maybe he had to clean himself from the bottle too.
Yeah, that too.
So it's like,
he's in good shape. It's just pictures, but he does look he's in.
He does, but we've seen a lot of Tony Harrison looked in good shape the other day too.
Yeah,
and then when I brought that up, said, "Hey man, that's a fight for him and Spence." Niggas is like, "Well, damn, Tony Harrison. I don't know. He's going life and death with dude."
Yeah,
but it's like at least that Spence somebody that it feel like Spence could beat. With Tszyu, I feel like Spence could beat Tszyu too. But I feel like it's 50-50 because they both got the same problem.
Yeah,
there's similar.
Can't dodge the right hand to save their fucking life.
There's some similarities with them. I felt like there were some somewhat similarities with them. Different
fighters. It just Spence keeps his hands up more when he's punching, whereas Tszyu gets a little sloppy with his punching. Like Spence is a little harder to hit. Like, you gotta like.
Spence got better defense. Spence got better.
Yeah, he does. He does. It just is like Spence's problem is he don't really move his head. His defense ain't that bad. He got the footwork defense. Like, he got the parry and the hands up. It's just moving the head.
I gave up on Spence after. If he wasn't going to fight at the end of 2024, that's like 16 months. At that point, it's like, you ever going to fight again? I mean, like. But
Because when the last time he fought, what, 2023?
Yeah, 2023 was the last time he fought.
July 29, 2023, when the fish fry.
Fucking 3 years ago, nigga. Like, I feel like if he was going to fight last year, it should have been win. Like,
I mean, because there's been a couple, there was him with the Ortiz fight. First it was the Fundora fight, right? When he came in the ring, and then that kind of just never happen.
Yeah, that didn't
but
happen.
why waste it on Zoo? Like, I could understand the Ortiz because it's Dallas, like, but like in a way, Tim Zoo is like a fucking tune-up.
And he's really not, because the one thing that Spencer
he's really not, but Zoo been getting his ass whooped around now.
Yeah, but
don't think because he's beating a few fucking henchmen, he back.
It's a 50-50 fight. I mean, I know, Pat, you think Zoo would stop him. I don't know.
Yes.
I still think it's 50-50, but because I feel like both these niggas can stop each other. It just, the thing is, Zoo is more recently used to getting hit. And that could be the difference too. Like you could have hard sparring, but it's still not a real fight. So that's the thing. It might be a Sergio Martinez Cotto type of thing where one guy who's technically better and maybe stronger, whatever, just overall better, loses to the guy who's just more preserved and more, relevant, as far as activity. Because remember, Sergio had the knee problems. He was inactive for like a year or some shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, when you don't take the type of punches, it's different getting hit by some jabs every now and then. Then you go 5-6 months, and then somebody hit you with some jabs. It's like, oh shit, wait.
Yeah.
Motherfucker snap that shit.
And especially from a Spence who has had some funny reactions to getting hit, unless he's getting hit constantly with, like he was in a Crawford fight. Like, he has like if he gets hit too hard, then he starts, eyes glaze over. He's looking this way and that way.
Had some weird moments with Swift, Ugas, yeah. Good thing he ain't fight no fucking Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, the reason why all these niggas preserved, he ain't at the fight there.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just. I mean, like, if Spence comes back, I mean, honestly, like he needs a tune-up whether he wants one or not, because Zoo is not a tune-up and shouldn't be.
Dude, he is for this fight. Yeah. That's how they looking at it. He's the biggest. He's the biggest, most competitive tune-up you could give him, because this is the thing.
It's the biggest name-wise, yeah.
Yeah, because look, I don't think Spence is coming back for one fight.
No. Well, if you can't beat Zoo, then you're done. But if you beat Zoo and you stop him, and then you're back in the fold. Like, I mean, that's
exactly. Exactly. And Zoo has the name recognition where if you look impressive or if you just beat him, people will be like, okay, yeah, I think so I could kind of see what they're doing. Like, yo, if he could beat Zoo, shit, let's have an Ortiz fight. And now it gives Ortiz a chance to really see if they can make the fucking Boots fight.
Well, speaking of that, they have Boots Ortiz is, they're having that pump fake again about April, supposedly, for that happening. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll wait until it's actually officially announced.
Yeah, I'm kind of over these niggas with these pump fakes.
Yeah, like they can say the month, but until I see that poster, on there that says what the date is and everything like that, like it's all hearsay. Yeah,
I'm just kind of over that shit. It's kind of crazy. I still want to see the fight, but come on.
It's kind of crazy how boxing's moving. How fast it moves, because 3-4 years ago, Errol Spence was top 6 pound for pound, and now they dropped the new list pound for pound. Shakur's number 3. It's just crazy how time goes by. It's just kind of crazy.
Yo, matter of fact, Ring has like some of the worst pound for pound lists. Like, ain't no way fucking Devin Haney's not top 10 pound for pound.
No, they have him number 9 or 8, but I feel like he's low key. I feel like he's getting penalized for the Ryan Garcia fight, which don't count. But
I get that. And why the fuck Oscar Collazo on there?
Zaya, I know me and P had it earlier, but Zaya should be over to me at least. But
hell yeah, nigga beating goddamn Simpsons factory workers and shit, bro. Like, the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, who? And I don't even think Shakur is top 3. I think Bam should be number 3, but He close enough. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think
Is Canelo on the list?
No, I don't think.
Oh,
he-
Oh, they finally took his bitch ass off. Like, okay. And one thing about Canelo, fuck that. Like, yo, the whole. Yeah, I hope Crawford. I'm glad Crawford ain't gonna give him the fucking rematch, bro. The nerve of you saying in that fucking interview with the goddamn. Well, I can't say he really won because he didn't give me the rematch. The duck in this motherfucker in boxing is talking about a rematch.
Yeah, and he's talking about leg cramps. He has some
Bro,
leg
you
cramps.
won't fight David Benavidez one time. You waited out Golovkin on 3 different occasions, and you talking about a rematch? Man, fuck you. Like, nigga, the nerve of this bastard. Like, go somewhere, nigga. Like,
And the funny thing is, the ironic thing is he could probably get like a rematch with Floyd. Probably it's probably more attractive now because he's wanted that, and then Floyd, depending on his
man, Floyd so far removed from boxing, man. I wouldn't pick that nigga to come back beat nobody. I don't even think he beats Pacquiao in the rematch.
What if they made Tank versus Floyd or some shit? I don't know, but I don't think Floyd wants to lose his 0 like that. But if come for desperate measures come, he might have to sacrifice his. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point,
Yeah, exactly, pilot. That's what we gonna know how desperate Floyd is.
If that broke, if you can come out of retirement to lose your 0.
Because Floyd may be broke, but does he risk his 0 broke? That's what I want to know.
He loves the money, but that 0 is really a close second. Having that 0.
Shit, fuck that. Put him in a first Tank or Charlo. Fuck it. Like give me something. Like, let's see.
That would be crazy.
But yeah, what that's it, right? We ain't got shit else to say.
Nope, we do not. So
Just real quick, man. I gotta say this. Yo, that fucking Spartacus finale, nigga. Amazing. that Spartacus House of Asher. I know we ain't do no season review and none of that shit, but that shit was fire the whole season. Go ahead and make sure you watch that finale.
Yeah,
was
definitely.
crazy.
It definitely restored the feelings in a way. It did. Although, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the. It's like an alternative Spartacus, like considering what
it's been so good. I don't even care about that shit, bro. Like you stuck on the first 5 minutes of episode 1, nigga. Like,
but
we don't care no more, man. We in there now.
But the graphic action and everything, and then of course the speak and everything like that, and this shit's still quality. So
the dialogue, all of that shit, probably got some of the the bitches, the one Caesar's wife, the slave she had,
yeah.
But the Pan's Labyrinth, I didn't realize that. Oh shit, that's her. Like, wow, like damn.
But like full recommendation to catch. I think it's like 9 or 10 episodes. So
it's 10 episodes. 10
episodes. Yeah, make sure you do that. Saying like let's say if you're having a Spartacus Jones or whatever, it's like okay, I need to watch some real shit. Yeah,
you need some great dialogue, some great characters, good plot that's intriguing, that unpredictable. You need violence. You need it gives you all of that plus more. So just stars. Yeah, they doing their thing. Yeah, it had to give us something to tide us off after 4. So
right, absolutely.
But yeah, that's all I had to say. I just had to say that real quick because I know we haven't had a show we talked about in a minute, so I just had to throw that out there. But yeah,
no doubt. So we'll see. Hopefully, this later this week, maybe we'll hit you with another interview. We're just trying to finalize things from that. But outside of that, man, just keep rocking with us. Obviously, the content is there. We got the best content out there, and like I said, just keep following us. Keep following us. Keep supporting us, man, because we do this shit for y'all. So until next time, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the winning representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist, for King People Bodega B, and for Constance Pilot. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Yeah.